What the fuck is living if you dead? Just want some head, but this bitch keep talking, so I'm jerking off instead. I'm a product of the misled youth in my culture who be robbing old ladies and...
Yo guys, what is up? It's Ate here. I'm bringing you a gameplay commentary on the map Carrier using the golden DSR 50. And yes, today is a commentary. As I told in my last update video that I'll be bringing more gameplays, more of this fun stuff. Like, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I missed. Don't worry. It's in the bag. And today's video is actually, I'm going to call it Weekly Stories with Ate. And today's story is one that I think is a federal offense. Someone would go to jail for doing this. Well, it's not like he did anything wrong, but I felt sexually harassed. No, not actually, but I felt like my how do I explain this? Let's just say it's one weird ass story. Basically, I'll do it from the start. Okay, so me and my friends planned to go to this pool. We had to take the bus, right? So we take the first bus, normal everyday things where we live. Got a little junkies right at the bus area. I just popped that guy. And yeah, so we're going, right? We get to this other bus stop. Gotta switch buses. Oh, hold on, excuse me. Ugh, sorry about that. Yeah, so like I just said, we gotta switch buses. And in the meantime, we're sitting there. Wait, no, this is before we switch buses. Sorry about all that wasted time. Yeah, there's this guy on the bus, and we sit in the back, and my friend at the time nods at him, right? And the guy nods back, and he's like, "Hey, how old are you kids?" And I was in grade 8 at the time, right? So we're like, grade 8, and he's like, "Do any of you play sports?" And then he looks over at one of my friends, and he's like, "I bet you play badminton." Just because he's Asian, or I don't even know why. Maybe it's because he's Asian. Maybe he's implying that all Asians play badminton. I honestly don't really know. So he looks over and he's like, "No, actually, I'm in martial arts. I do like MMA type stuff," which he did, right? That's one of my friends, Dalen. And so he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he looks over at this bigger kid, and he's like, "I bet you weigh 250 pounds. LOL. And so the guy basically insulted him. He's like, "No, I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. He pound it. But you should play football with your size, right?" And then he's like, "Yeah, you should be playing football. You got all the size. You can just go right through people." And my friend obviously probably felt bad. He never actually told me how he felt. So I would assume he would feel bad because he is a bigger kid, right? He's gonna get made fun of, which I understand. Like, I feel bad for him because he always got made fun of. Yeah, and so now he's like, one of my friends is like, "I don't play sports," and I'm like, "Well, I play hockey and basketball, right?" He's like, "Basketball? Oh, I used to play basketball. Basketball is one of my favorite sports." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And when we started talking to him, I got this weird scent. It was like kind of like alcohol, and I'm like, maybe this guy's drunk. This guy's got to be drunk, right? And he's like, "I used to play basketball. I played for Team Saskatchewan, and we played against American teams, and I was really good." And he's like, "What grade are you in?" I'm like, 8. And he's like, "Oh, I was way taller than you in grade 8. You're some shrimp." I'm like, alright, I'm average height for a grade 8 student. Thank you for insulting my height because you are some freakishly large, I don't even know how to explain it, mutant from the X-Men, whatever it's fucking called. And so I'm like, okay, whatever, right? And he's like, "How high can you jump?" I'm like, "Pretty high." He's like, "Can you touch the rim?" I'm like, no. Have you looked at my height? I was like 5'6" at the time, 5'7", and don't worry, I haven't really grown. And so he's expecting a guy 5'6" to touch the rim. Who the fuck do you think I am? Hercules? don't have like that much muscle in my legs where I can just touch the rim, right? And he's like, oh, I love basketball. To jump higher, I need to use leg weights and jump and run with all these leg weights. He said some stuff that actually made sense, right? He had some ethical thinking that he did. And basically, we started talking to him, right? I look over at my friend as he started to talk to one of my other friends. I'm like, this guy's a fucking weirdo. Because right after I said that, he's like, so, you guys gonna watch the hockey game? Because it was a Vancouver Canucks playing, I don't even remember who, but it was on, right? And we're like, maybe. And he's like, well, you guys should come to my house. You can come watch the game at my house. And just as I said earlier, he reeked of alcohol. He opens up his little jacket, pulls out a Mickey, starts sipping on the Mickey in the back of the bus. And I'm like, I knew something was up. And he said something about doing drugs or something. And he's like, yeah, you guys should come to my house. It's going to be fun at my house. Come to my house. Come to my house. I promise I won't rape you. I'm like, he never actually said that. But basically that's how it felt for me, being this little shrimpy grade 8 kid, right? And then he's all, yeah, come to my house, we'll have fun, I have booze and pot. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And we get off our bus eventually after being completely weirded out. And this guy is like, he wasn't waiting for the same bus, but he walks up to me and he's like, so, you play basketball, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, hey, maybe one time we could go play together at the Newton Youth Center. Or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called, actually. And I'm like, no, dude, that's alright. You're really weirding me out. You're weird. You're creeping me out. You're asking us to come to your house. That's not even right. He's like, alright, I'll talk to you later. So he goes on and walks. He walks by some chick and does, like, one of the most disrespectful things in the world. He's like, are you for sale? And then the chick got really mad, right? She didn't really do anything per se. She didn't slap him or anything. And then this Indo-Canadian fella walks in on the bus, and he's like, yo, you guys see that weirdo? And I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah. He was asking us to go to his house and asking me to play basketball with him alone. I'm like, he's like, yeah, he used my phone, and he called some prostitute. And I'm like, no fucking way, right? Like, obviously, I didn't think anyone would actually do that. And he's like, yeah, he did. He called some prostitute to meet him in the bush. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, and he was asking chicks if they were for sale and shit. And I'm like, wow, this got even better. And you're never going to believe this, but my friend's sister had the same guy on the bus. And this is how I know. Same story with the basketball, touching the rim. Same everything. And you know what? This is just one weird perverted guy looking to get off on some little kids. I'm only in grade 10 now, so I'm still a little kid. But this is all. Thank you for listening to me. It's Ate. I'm over and out, and as always, have a good day. Ho.